For a quick one.
Yeah.
You know, Mami for any Nkwala, you know, me being a PCO, I've met a lot of people, or I've been to this incidents about snakes.
Yeah.
Coming into people's house.
Yeah.
It is a very big issue. Recently, I was supposed to go to Anana Krum.
That's right.
Because the man saw a snake in his car.
That's right.
Saw a snake at the back of his house.
That's right.
Saw a snake in front of the house.
That's right.
And a crazy snake in Bathim.
That's right.
Now, a crime bear, so or what attracts snakes into your house? That is one. Two, what can we do, or can people do to maintain, or to, as it were, guide themselves to this kind of incidents?
That's right.
Like, I want us to give a free tip for them, because it is one thing. Snakes to the world, there is a case from beginning of life, but
that's right.
Still,
that's right.
We have to protect ourselves and qualify our phone.
That's right.
So I want us to brief us small education. It won't be long, by maybe 3 minutes. Okay. About them, then we wrap up.
Okay. Say our word and now one if I say every pest.
Okay.
They are looking for some few things. One, they are looking for food.
Okay.
Two, they are looking for shelter, and sometimes water. And if food is part of water, then these are the two most important things. A cool place. Snake is looking for a cool place to go. Snake is following the food chain. Snake is looking for food. See, because of the way the cities are expanding, you see, 10 years ago, the towns that were outskirts, they are now part of the city.
Yeah.
So the snakes that used to be in the bush, they are forced to live with people. So they'll be sourcing for food in the houses, in the dwelling places of the people.
Okay.
Sana be a problem no. And to say look, we so near foolproof say 100%, but I bet it will drastically reduce the prevalence of snakes in our spaces. Okay. If what I'm going to say or what I'm telling you is something people want to even try to do. One,
I know they will do. I know.
One, snakes omo pe aduane.
Okay.
Yes. Snakes like rodents a lot. Sometimes insects, depending on which snakes we are talking about. Omo pe aduane. And so if they sniff that there's rodent infestation, they will come to your house. They will chase the food. And sometimes, you know, from our work, snakes, when they come, they know rodents like festing in the chamber and the septic tank, where they, as it were, any rodent you have seen, as it were, mouse that has been festing or living inside the chamber or the septic tank, they are very, very huge. If you have seen it, exactly. They eat a lot of the feces and they bloat a lot. So the snake comes, he goes to where the food is instead of lurking about. So they go inside the chamber looking for the food, so they will catch as many of the rodents, eat them. Secondly, after in a temperature where, like in tropical temperature, sometimes they are looking for cool places. And either they are looking for the food in the septic or around your house. Then now they are looking for source of water to cool themselves, so they can lie in water with their head up for as many hours as it will take to cool them. Sometimes to get fresh oxygen, when they are in your septic, your piping system, your sewage lines, where do you get water often? In the house. It's not the flashing, the toilet. Yeah. There's almost every minute in offices, water is going down. So the snake will be in your septic, your pipe systems, coming into your toilet seats, where they can get fresh air. Once in a while they will breathe. So they have been there for months. By the time you see them, they've been there for months, lying in that chamber or coming up to always get themselves cooled. That is one of the ways to look at it. Secondly, there are wonders. Snakes are omonenam, ebia, obi person ukuno, anase baby oteno, obi abeye bibi o. And to say no, the habitat no aye distorted into upper baby akoshe. And also another way of looking at it. They are not always looking for food per se, but the majority of them is the food chain. These other ones that I'm describing right now can have access to your house. Come and look for a place to sojourn for some time to figure themselves out. That is how they find new habitats that are comfortable. And to say your window, for most washrooms are corner, window screen is a net at it. Yes. Into we're being the windows what people like they want fresh air. but your window net is broken, the screens are broken, so a snake can slither into your washroom, or even your kitchen. Because when a snake is in danger, it doesn't matter any access point will be real. Also, one of the things I mean when you say, well, obi oha ne dan tokro dem. Now what the paper and now what the foam ashe ho. It's so be fix no. Now what the way ashe. Ensure tornado we bonnet weather impact no cause paper begin to melt away or foam begin to be softer and shrink. Now the hole that you thought you are blocked now becomes shrink, and there's a gap for a snake to slither and enter into your house. The danger is because you are not expecting it to be in your house. I die when you be boss. Even the panic alone, you have seen all the emergency calls for snake treatment. It's full of panic, and that is what we are trying to educate people to. Even let us help themselves avoid. Nobody is foolproof from snakes. They can come anytime. But these are some of the things. The third issue, which I want to speak about, is not creating a conducive environment for the snake to fester in your compound.
Feel comfortable.
One of the things I always tell people, wherever I happen to be in a space where we are doing these services, you see all sorts of clutter in the house. Bibi to say enuya, obi o twa enuya to say eja. Na wa boa no. Obi o kra, sebe omo skei flower pot, na wa boa no bebre elfako. It's not good. Then the place become cool, full of water, and there's so much wetness at the base of the pot. It is not a very good decision. The third issue is that you have trees, shrubs, mango, whatever hedge. You have to always keep it trimmed. Every 2 weeks. So the from every film. It should be as airy as possible. So the bay at the end of the day, what nasa abuabia idea say. If it is airy and it is visible, it be a hedge nasino. What you do? Come. I say that whole prada. And I say, oh, alone. Oh, my lawn in food and some people would think that or more cut cost. You're actually endangering your lives. Some homes that we go and quality dia grow grass is so. Exactly. Until you keep all these things trimmed and make sure tiles have broken tiles, cement, blocks. For years. Mami I'll call ho Pukwasi pharmacy company. That is what's their problem. They want to do a project and I'm keep blocks. I know plans don't always go as you have intended it. But if your plans change, it is not advisable to keep these things littered all over your compound, or even sometimes in your garages with all these things from 1927, this rotten mat and things like that. It is not a very good decision when you think about the issues that gives habitat to snakes and even other pests to harbor. Harbor inside your house. And then sometimes people will do fumigation, and it's not as effective because the animals can easily hide, or new ones can easily come and hide. Exactly. Do you get it? So these are some of the issues that we get to explain to families when they see snakes or they are afraid of snakes. Because at the end of the day, this whole pest control issues, we are trying to reduce the hydrocarbon and these pest control or as it were the fumigants that we use that have this toxicity near there. So that we have a sustained way of doing repelling pests without having to use chemicals like integrated pest management. So the natural way of repelling them is to making sure you yourself you take the responsibility and make sure you create almost, it should be like a hostile environment. You enjoy a freer, airy house whilst you are repelling these pests. Are you getting the point? So these are some of the things that we need to look at and consider when we are in our houses.